Okay, not hearing me. Oh my God. And I'm here talking. And I'm saying the midfield of Scotland is going to be the key tonight with McTominay. He's the leading goal scorer in the Europa League. Germany left most of their wingers. If you look at how their team is set up, they're going very tight up top. And Musiala, he should play a key role in this game. He's one of the danger mans out there for Germany. And I expect him to be a menace tonight. Can Scotland get a result from this game tonight? With the atmosphere, people, reports are coming out of Germany that the Scottish fans they went into a pub and they drank all the beers there and then they just turned everything on the shelves. Over 100,000 Scottish fans is currently in Germany right now for this game. Germany versus Scotland. Big game for Scotland. Scotland has been the little brother of England for many years, and they would want to state their claim on the international stage tonight with a huge upset versus Germany. Can that happen? I think Germany has too much at stake. They're the home team tonight. They're the home team, this German team. I expect them to come out swinging. But we've seen upset already. We've seen France winning the 1998 World Cup, and a team like Senegal out of Africa went in there and upset that big French team with guys like Thierry Henry. So no, Germany. Germany has been a bit of a mixed bag. Germany has been winning, they've been losing. They've changed their head coach. Their new head coach only have 6 caps, I think, under his belt for Germany. So this is going to be a test for him as well. And I think the Scottish has done their homework on the Germans tonight. I expect them to come out swinging in this matchup. And for the German starters, we have Neuer in goal, Kimmich, we have Radiger. Like, we have all the big stars. Let me see who else we have here. All right. So Germany, they have a very deep squad. If you look at their starting lineup, Havertz, he's the man up front for Germany. Musiala out on the left hand side. Radiger is in the back line for Germany at the center back position. Those are key players. And we head over to the Scottish team here. We have Adams and McGinn. John McGinn, he's playing that number 7 role. Ryan Christie, Andy Robertson, he's the captain. He's going to captain this team. This is a decent team here we have coming in from Scotland. And I think Scotland can put up a good fight for themselves tonight. I'm looking forward to this game. I think this game is not just going to be a walk in the park for Germany. I don't see it. I don't believe that this is a walk in the park game for Germany. I think they will have to come out swinging. The atmosphere is live in Germany, people. Top level football, European football. This is the stuff that excites me, people. I love top flight football. And what better stage to watch it? The stadium. Don't know the capacity, but I know they have a couple hundred, 1,000 people in there. Steve Clark is the man in the middle tonight. He's the referee, and he should be taking charge of this game. Yep. Germany versus Scotland. It's finally here, people. The Euros. And they're off. Yep. Yeah, Germany is going to have most of the ball possession in this game. I expect the Germans to dominate. Big up yourself, Travis Peso. I expect the Germans to dominate ball possession in this game. They have Rudiger playing in the defensive, in the center back role. When Germany is on the break here, and Germany's is that offside? Harvard's just latched onto one there. Have you seen the offside flag as yet? Oh, almost offside, but he almost beat the Carney's beat. I hope you watch a game in my boss. Carney's hope you watch a game in. Harvard just took it on the chest, beat the offside trap there, and got in on the on the Scottish back line there. But I think it's offside. That was close, Chelsea. Chelsea boss, that was close. It's offsides though. But Germany making their intention clear there early on. Here's Musiala into the box. Oh, good defending there by the Scottish head coach Julian Nagelsmann. Yeah, we ball in team. Chelsea, what you support? You support Germany? Germany you support? You support Germany? Come in know. Jamaica now we support Brazil and Argentina. Okay. The Scottish, they're defending very well. They seem to be ready to close down Germany as soon as they get the ball, not allowing them a lot of space on the ball. Because you know, German teams love to have space on the ball, love to move the ball around. John McGinn, the Aston Villa man, 3 seconds. Listen, three Germany, one Scotland. I think the Scotland team is gonna be tougher than you think. I think the Scotland team is gonna be tougher than you think. These guys look like they're up for it. They're tapping each other on the back, bodying players. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. I don't think this thing is just gonna be a walk in the park that as you think. I don't think this is gonna be a walk in the park for Germany. This game could end up drawing this game. I think this game could end up in a draw, to be honest. Rudiger just heading it back to his goalkeeper. Neuer is in goal. He's been the German number one goalkeeper for a while. Chelsea said, we're going to put on a show at the Euros. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, but Germany is playing a really unique style of football with no wingers almost. They're not using, so they're showing you where they're going to break you down. And I really want to see how this style of football works. Because most teams are playing with wing forwards these days, and Germany is not. Whoa, and Scotland is on the move. Guys, I don't know, man. I might have to bet on this game. I think I'm going to bet on Scotland winning this game. I think I'm going to bet on an upset, people. I'm going to bet on Scotland winning this game because the odds for Scotland winning this game is probably going to be a lot. I'm just going to bet just for the heck of it or a draw. I'm going to put a draw on this game because I think they have. Yeah, I'm gonna put a draw on this game, people, or bet that that Scotland win this. Yeah, I'm gonna bet on this, people. I'm gonna JT. Yo, people, what bet you think I should make on this? JT, no draw at German team. This a player, the best football, 7 to 8. No, bro, I smell blood in the water. I smell blood in the water, bro. I just saw something out there and it just triggered me where this is not going to be a walk in the park tonight. I really wanted to see how Scotland starts the game, and it's not going to be a walk in the park for this German team. You might think it will be, but I beg to differ. I watch a lot of international football. I wouldn't bet on Germany tonight at home. That's a that's a huge bet. Germany at home, betting against them. I'm doing that. I'm doing that right now. Where is it? Live. Let me just find this. Germany. Okay, it's 9-1, people. 9-1. 9-1. Let's do that. It's 9-1. Draw the draw. Can Scotland win? Maybe the draw is a bit more safe. Let me see. This is only gonna be 250. Mm, or maybe I can go for this. Scotland win. All right, let's do Scotland win, and we bet one for the draw because that's where the value is. I can't really make any other bet. That's where the value is. Okay, so we bet that Scotland draws the game or wins the game. Very unlikely, but that's where the value is on this one for me. Yeah, yeah, and this Scotland team just got to figure it out. What Martin Baker said, LOS, smell blood. Mine is lose your money. No, bro. I smell blood in the water. I think the Scottish team can upset Germany or draw with Germany. I know a lot of times people tend to go off football games with big names, bro. Euros don't work off big names. Denmark was in the semifinals last time around. So I don't think big names. Baller kicks. I think Germany will take all 3 points. So baller kick. I just bet that Germany. Just checked out one of your videos the other day as well, baller kick. Good content, man. Keep pushing. Needed to see you. It's been a while. Um, I bet that Scotland. So you can see my bet here. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see if I can put my bet up on the screen. All right. That's my bet on the screen here. And I had this bet right here. So let's click on the game. Yeah, so those are my two bets there. I bet that Germany will draw the game or Germany or Scotland. No, they will draw the game or Scotland will win the game. So that's where we would get a payout. That's where we would get a payout if one of those things happen. All right, JT, I only carry. Yeah, so so that's what the bet is there. I just showed you the bet. Doesn't really matter, because that's where the value is, and this team look like they can give Germany a little bit of problems. Yeah, yeah. Look at them can give Germany some problem, man. But Germany just soaking up ball possession with goal. Yeah, yeah. Havertz is save your money. No, yeah, bro. Havertz, for them to play Havertz up front by himself, it tells you how much they really believe in him. Maybe I should have gone for the over on that game. Over 2.5. That's it, baller kick. I should have went for the over 2.5 on this game. Should have went for the over 2.5 on this game. Seems like we're gonna get some goals. Germany score. Havertz. Um, Lots to talk about him. As I said, Germany is not playing with any wing forwards. They're playing with Havertz and Musiala. They're playing them very tight and compact. This is something I've been researching about how Germany has been playing under this head coach. And beautifully placed. The goalkeeper got his hand onto that, but yeah. And the German coach looked animated. That's how you want to see your coach on the sideline in a tournament. That tells me that this guy is here to win it. He's here to win it. Um, with Chelsea, I say, uh, can Beans open? No, nice German player of the year. Germany always in the Euro, right? Yeah, that's true. They're the hosts, man. I'm kind of crazy for betting like that, but it's football. I think at some point Scotland will have to um, give it all they got. Whether or not all they got is enough against this German team, That's something to um, that we are yet to see. But I still think Scotland will have their moments in this game. That was a goal where I thought the keeper could have saved that, did a better, did much better on that. So I give Scotland a chance. JT, cause you know have quality for it. Yeah, man. Germany has a lot of quality. Everybody know that. Germany has a lot of quality. Yeah. Yeah, McTominay, he's gonna have to come up big for Germany. For Scotland, McTominay, he's gonna have to come up big for Scotland because he's a leading goal scorer in the Europa League at Manchester United. A lot of people thought he should be out of Manchester United. He's gonna have to step up. McGinn is gonna have to step up. The Aston Villa man, he's gonna have to step up for Scotland tonight if they're gonna make anything happen. But I think Scotland is just seeing what Germany is throwing at them, and they're gonna get confident. They're gonna build up their confidence in this game at some point. Not saying they're gonna beat Germany, but I think the Scottish team has a lot of fight in. Yeah, me have to check if Martin Baker said goal, man. Cause Martin Baker TV I move fast. Where's the Martin Baker? 3-0. What's your prediction in this game? 3-0? You say 3-0 in this game? That's a lot. That's a lot still. Should have made one of those bets. But that's a lot. Scotland's still in the game. It's early time. 14 minutes played. 14 minutes played, but Scotland will have to catch another gear at some point. May I watch it on Rush Sports? Oh yeah, man, Rush Sports. I watch it somewhere on the internet. Somewhere over there on the internet with it. Don't know where this is, but we're watching it. Yeah, Scotland is trying to figure out what they really want to do. They don't really have an idea of how they want to move the ball out to the back. And I would want to see McTominay and McGinn dropping a bit deeper in the game just to get on the ball as players who are at top clubs with a lot of quality. I would want to see those two players getting more involved in the game. But here's Scotland on the move. Easy turnover by the German defender there. Rudy got really good play. I think that player, for me, that player should be playing higher up the park in whatever team he's playing. To me, Rudiger is a winger. Um, he has those winger qualities. Too late. No, he's a defender. But I think Rudiger has quality up the field as well. He's not your typical um, center back. I think he's a center back who could hurt you. He had that first through ball to Havertz few minutes in the game. Rudiger should play CDM. Yo, I mean, I tell you, Nick Jonas, I think he plays, for me, he needs to play a higher up the field. Always thought that about him at Chelsea. He just has that quality. He has that quality. But that also gives you attacking centre back based on how the game is being played as well. So what can I say? Yeah, Okay, people, you heard what the commentator is saying. Basically, in international football, the difference with club and international football, you cannot overload players with tactical ways of playing, like change up the whole tactical approach of football. You don't have time to do that. That's another thing that I want fans to listen to. You guys should listen to some of this commentary as how these guys talk about football. Because sometimes we say it on stream, and coming from a Jamaican, people might say they might talk about football like them a coach on YouTube. We are telling you, the coach only have 2 to 3 days to prepare in an international break. Is more muscle memory. Do you remember what we talked about the last time that you were here? The last window. That's international football. Is the coach who's best able to assemble a team. Assemble a team. Pick up yourself, Gunners boss.
Yeah, man. TT.
Yeah, man, I hear you.
Yeah, me hear ya. Me just hear ya say something man I say to listen to the commentators, right?
Mm.
You have to listen to me, the dumb, stupid guy, the racist. You have to listen to YouTube racist, brother. The other day, me telling up on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did I tell you all the same thing? There is no time for a coach to build any strategy on a national team. You build a strong defense, you get the best attacking players, and you run the team, and you tell them something. But really, it don't take coaching, a lot of coaching to coach.
It's more of a man manager.
Yeah, it's more man. So when me hear the man name, that's why I asked them the other day, say, how many great World Cup coaches you know? All the great coaches coach in the 5 top leagues in the world. All the great coaches. And then maybe when they washed up, they get a chance at the international level. So when we hear the man them say, our coach, Javier Hygren, is
Musiala scores again. Germany up 2. It's 2-0, people. Germany is putting on a show here at home. Musiala, so much time on the football. People, yo, more some of them people that start watch them ball game, yeah, man. At least me did I telling about with even Kaim Dixon. Look what Musiala did in the box. Musiala created the world of time for himself and kicked the ball in the back of the net. When we play them, get the ball, them just kick the ball, bro. The man just slow down the game, stop the ball, Gunners boss, and put it in the back of the net. Jamaican players, when they get the ball, boom. Bro, they need to look at how these top class players finish. Back pass to Musiala, beat one player, come, take 2 touch, back of the net, goal. Kahin Dixon has that for me. Even though people might say Kahin Dixon is a local base player, Kahin Dixon has that for me. What Musiala just did there, Kahin Dixon has that for me. Don't know if you're seeing the game, Gunners.
No, me not watch the game, me there working. So
Okay.
I watch the game. I listen to Watchalong, but you don't tell us you're German. If you hear you say, I type it in the comment, German. I feel about 4 since what? Well, the past 4 or 5 World Cup are always Germany. Me carry from Balak, me carry Germany.
Yeah.
Balak him name, right? That defender guy. At one time him play and them win the World Cup with him a bleed where he made it boss up. You remember that?
Yeah. People, hit the like button on the videos. Germany versus Scotland. We're chopping it up with Gunners boss. He's on the job right now. Martin Baker, Carnes, big up on yourself. Everybody in the comment section, big up on yourself. We don't expect to have 3 million people here. This is Euros football. Not a lot of people like this high level of football. You know what I mean? Where you have to look on the game, see build up play. We enjoy this stuff. So the people that we know is gonna be here are people who really loves football. Big up on yourself. Continue, Gunners boss.
Yeah, man. So a long time, a couple years, well, no, we are Germany, you know. So we expect them to beat up them team and run through and take the Euro.
Oh my God, Germany is. Whoa.
Diamond shot. I got them have a solid. They have some talented players.
I like this type of play. You know, this is what Ralph Rangnick was trying to do at Manchester United. This style of play right here, where it's not really wing forward, him squishing the wingers them into almost like they're like they're still wingers, but they're attackers with a lot of space on their outside. You understand what I say, Gunners? Him not have him wingers them
It's more
spread out
like
wide.
it's more like oh the thing now in a basketball they have this term now where they call positionless basketball. That's what he's playing. We don't have no position player guys at certain position, but these guys are capable to get there when the time is right and do what is needed to be done there, right? Yeah, so it's it's just like that. And that is the way how the game being played now. People, these leagues are the NBA might have adapted that from the Euro
JT,
League.
I hold that that Germany is playing their best football in the last 7 to 8 years. One Germany. No, well, it's been a mixed bag. It's been a mixed bag. Remember Hansi Flick, Germany went through a phase there after they got demolished in that World Cup game. Brazil kind of shattered their confidence, their ego. Germany is just getting back to the Germany that we know. And I think what this coach is doing is he's mixing modern football as well as going back to how Germany plays. Solid all way around. Good defensive players who can hurt you attacking as well going forward. Think about Germany, a Lamb and those guys. Think about those kind of German team, a Ballack, Ozil. Think about those
Yes.
teams, Schwarzenegger, those guys, solid in the midfield. This is what this German team.
Schwein,
Schweinsteiger. Yeah, man, you know what? Yeah. But those guys.
A long time we watch the ball, you know. I mean, I watch the ball when and I enjoy football when there was skill and talent to the game, you know. When I watch it when Rudy Falla, Bert Muller, and all them when they are play back in them time. From them time when they watch the football, man, I just don't have the patience and the interest to sit out here and talk like I don't know nothing about the formation and I did them things, but I know a good football when I see good football.
Yeah. It's when ball, you know when ball and knock.
Yeah, man, you see good football.
Leather.
Good football, man. And Germany always have great talent and play good football. Simple as you see Holland, they touch them. The Netherlands, them every time them have a different game.
Penalty, man. It's a penalty. Germany is really putting on a show, Gunners. Penalty.
Yeah, man, gonna a 2-0 need a look for still, but
crap, people, we just lose that wicked. We gotta, come on, them gonna pick up 6 today.
A 3-0 need a look fun still, but right now this going with 3, so that by half time this might be 3 with 4 or 5 goals. This is not them little kitties from across. This is not Burma, and it's not them 3 little kitties from across the park.
Yo, so I saw the Euros. I go look then. We just have to understand that Germany. I know this is good data right there. Germany is a goal shark team. I wanted to see what Germany, because I haven't seen Germany played in a while, you know. So tonight, to me, I'm seeing now for myself how Germany looks right now in front of me, and this looks like a potent attack.
That money you put to them bookies, you should have said it to me, man. So I could buy 2.
No, bro, it's only like what? It's 50 kroners, which is it's like $10, bro.
Okay.
Yes.
2 Coke only cost like $2.50. 2 Coca-Cola only cost like
no, but remember, say may I use different money than you, or kroners may I use. So that's like 50. But what my bet is 25 on Scotland drawing, then would I get back like 450. You see me?
Let me ask you something.
So that's
I never heard about the kroners before. So where you at? You're not in Europe?
Yeah, bro, but Scandinavia used the krona. Sweden used the Swedish krone. Switzerland used the Swiss franc. Norwegian used the Norwegian krona. You can be in the European Union, but you don't take the currency based on your economy.
Oh, so these countries.
The richest countries in Europe don't take the euros. And 3 of the richest countries, them are probably like Switzerland, Sweden, Denmark, Norway. Them country they will have a lot of oil. Them call them country the Scandinavia.
The resources. Them have a lot of natural.
Yeah, so the cost of living is very high, but the paycheck is also very high. Like a person at McDonald's, make like what a middle class worker makes in the US.
Okay.
but your rent is like what a person is living good in Upper East Side Manhattan is paying.
So you pay that for next for what? Good nice apartment living.
Just regular apartments, bro. That's the thing. Regular. It's regular apartment.
Really
That's your baseline where you're starting at apartments.
expensive. I mean, I ain't never like Europe. That's why when I go to England, I spend 6 months and I get the out
Yeah,
there.
man. Them say you make
I
your
get the
money in America and you spend it at Europe. That's the theory, right?
I ain't never like it's low, man. It's hard to get by over there.
Is what?
Hard, hard to get by in Europe, brother. England and all them places. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bro, if you have it, yeah, you see what they use here is still in these regions is language. So they use language to make sure they keep their people at a certain level when it comes on to the economy and education. So, but if you're one of them Jamaicans, yeah, yeah, brother, you're not gonna run into a Jamaican every day who live in Europe, even though there's a lot of Jamaicans here. They just find it difficult. A lot of people find it difficult. Most Jamaicans just see Europe, either them still married or they have some level of education. Like you don't just get up and go to Europe, so you have to look work and find an apartment, and it's not that easy. You see
Yep.
me? Everything is plugged in different. You know, you did there England, brother. You know,
Yeah, man. Me there England. Me know
Eh,
how it. Me know it well. Me know it
plugged
well
in
over there.
differently, bro.
That's why I get up out of there, man. You gotta go with the grass is greener, man.
Oh my God, Scotland needs some greener grass with a goal.
Scotland ain't doing nothing, man. Scotland they run up on the big German, man. They're talking about the problem, right? About the problem.
Germany on the move here again. So foul. Referee so far calling a really good match. Like when I see the referee calling fouls that are fouls, but he's also not too bummy on the card. Yeah, I think the referee is calling a good game. But Musiala, he is the danger man for Germany on the left hand side. He has just been menacing. Um, the Scottish team just doesn't have the answer yet. With a home crowd, I'm sure this is over probably 100,000 people in the stands. I need to know how much people this stadium holds, but I know there's a lot of people in there. And it's a home game, Germany. You're in Germany.
Um, what is it supposed to be big over there, so? The ice hockey big over where you at, right?
Yeah, but did I say Russia? Russia still is a big place for ice hockey. Yeah, man, and Finland and them
Yeah.
places. Yeah, yeah, true. And Ukraine and them places too. You know, them places have some good ice hockey players.
Most of the ice hockey, most of the out of Germany,
Ukraine has
out
a
of
really good team in this Euro as well.
Ukraine. You know what? It puzzles me to know that these people left half of the battlefield and go play sports and come back. You know, I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
that
yeah.
respect for them. That's why the other day when there was boxing, I picked who sick to beat up. You know,
Oh, wow. So people,
just
it's
like how
2-0 in the game, 30 minutes played. Card here coming out for who is this? For Germany. Need to just see who this is. McTominay. Ooh, showing the bottom of the cleats there. Dangerous tackle. VAR, those things can if give him the card there. First yellow card of the tournament. People, that should be a trivia question. Robert Andrich. The first red yellow card for Germany at the tournament. Yeah, man, you can carry on, Gunners.
yeah, man.
But
Yeah, man.
always try to stay close to the footballing countries, all right?
I mean, I mean,
Mega turn on my light better. Hold on. Yeah, so much gap.
Martin Baker,
Oh, go ahead.
Martin Baker is a real German fan in there. But you know, Martin Baker was here like 15 minutes before the show started, right? Wait.
Yeah, Martin Baker. I never know say you love Germany. So you see, people who watch them football here too, they can have some different conversation with you when Jamaica is playing. You know what I mean? So I like talk to people watching football here too, because you see these kind of games, you actually get to see how formations look, how teams implement their formations defensively. And a lot of time in CONCACAF games, you don't see things play out as clear to you because the game is very choppy. You get me? Like it's very gritty, the game.
Yeah, this region of football, our region of football is it's kind of aggressive, more aggressive,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's because I tell you what, I don't know, and I not gonna say it's lack of skill or talent, but people just go at it more aggressive,
Mm-hmm.
But listen, these people have some style and some pattern where them play the football over and between and them because most are young easy at the team. I don't even think really, you can't people can look and say a man can be that makes me
Martin Baker, I never know say you're such a fan, brother.
Yeah, see what I mean? And then see how I talk about football. Football is my sport. Sports overall, because I watch cricket too. The two in West Indies now.
Yeah.
Cricket and athletics. Them that are my three sports.
Sport.
So I only carry three teams. Only one club team I carry, Chelsea, and two country team, which are Germany and Jamaica. Automatically, I have to bring Jamaica because I'm born in Jamaica. You see me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but you we know Jamaica now will not they have to carry a winner.
Yeah, man. Most Jamaicans carry what? Brazil and Argentina.
Yeah.
Germany missing. Germany.
My World Cup look to it. I don't have one World Cup team. It's a 4-year.
Oh.
I don't really
Man, straight Germany. I had the 4 year when we get knocked out in the group stage and it hurt me, but I have to hold on upon the 7-1 and run any Brazil fan will come to me and say, remember, so we're going to 7-1 in a yard, you know, man. And we still can't do it, you know. When last don't win on World Cup. But yeah, man, Germany, I come back, JT. I tell them, man, in our chat. You're right. We never had a perform in the last 7 to 8 years. We don't see that chop and change. Football was just out of place. It was chaotic, straight headache to German fans. But the coach just bring a new style of football, which I can't say it has shown in our first game.
Yeah, man, it's showing, man. Because that was one of the things I was worrying about was what style of football. Because you see, Germany is not playing like our France play with the wingers out wide. They made this is a what do you say now? An intentional decision by the coach to play his strikers very close together. And Ralph Rangnick tried to do that with a Rashford at Manchester United. That's what he tried to do. He's the coach of Austria. Ralph Rangnick, people, Austria is a sleeper team for me, and I think they're gonna be problems because Ralph Rangnick is a really good German coach. He got offered the job at Bayern Munich and he refused it. Eh?
But like Austria enough, when we start watch European football, Austria was like always the best under that. Them and Denmark. Somehow we just like how them play them football, Austria and Denmark. So yeah, we can look out for Austria. But Scotland have a good team, but to be honest, as me say, how the man system set, if you can see formation now on the screen, I can see how him set it up and him just use the two outlet them Musila and the other baller. Create problem, but to have them system, JT, you have to really have good quality player, because if you don't have no good quality player, the system crumbling. So if you come back to Jamaica now, sometime when you look on Grimmy's side, maybe you have the system, but you have to find the right fit, man. When you come on to football, club and international, if I can't find the right fit for your system, that's why you see coach drop players and buy players and bring in players because you have to have the right. Because if you don't have a man like Musiala with him skill them and ball control, that system really not make no sense.
Yeah.
You see me?
Yeah. That's true.
But this is for me, we cannot compare play same style or movements of player in club competition with the national. And we don't have money and we cannot go out and buy the best ball and where we happen. So
That's not true because Germany does have Germany don't want we as we always say now, we always trick ourselves as Jamaican, you know. I mean, we is not a real football country. So them stadium are full. With JT say how much people in the stadium? Nearly 100,000. Them money are produced by us. So that's our one point too. Then we have options we can drop and pick. We have to just work with what we have, to be honest. We have to just work with what we have. And that's cool. But I feel so we still can do good in a Copa. I feel the coach ago. One thing we can say with Grimmy, him a one tournament coach. Him going a 2 tournament and reach 2 semi-finals. So we can give him that prop there. So if me see him go through the table, me not too surprised because he is a tournament coach. He look like him know if he set up inside with tournaments and get results. So we see how Jamaica look. Grimmy set up the side in a tournament.
Yeah, bro, the people them still at war over the Bailey thing in my comments. I just want to read a comment too now where somebody just wrote me. We are listening. So this is Lloyd Thomas. I don't know if he knows Leon Bailey. He said, we are listening. The best of Jamaicans, real crabs in the bags. This sounds very uptown, you know? Real crabs in the bags. Nothing positive for our own. He wanted to spell always. He says, always putting foreigners in front. A bad results of conditional learning, nurturing, and etc. When are you going to overcome this great evil? Please give Leon space to perform. Sickness in the mind and bad mindness. One love, Leon. Aim always to be the best.
let me answer this too. Go ahead and
No, this is not in this show, bro. It's not on this show. The last video when we do, somebody just commented on that. It's not on this show. They said this.
Okay, well, so we can take, go ahead and love Leon. And he can't let to go to them. If they want to come, they can come. We're not begging nobody to come. We are going to play with who we have because that's how it is. When you act like you get too big for us, we don't need you. And there's too much disruption and disruptive to come with one behind you. So
why Gunners boss not cut you? Why people? Why Jamaican have a style for lead with bad? What the meaning of bad mind? Me really need to ask the people then we type it there. What bro? People not most people just watch Liam on TV and wait to him play for him come. Them not even bro. People have to get up and work hard for them one and do bad mind people for them things. What is this? Why people have bad mind Liam? And we tell Liam if it come to the team. See the coach pick him everybody when JT me cancel this. I mean never really want to come. That's why him not call him pan it in a car. As we say JT is just a Craig but that thing. The man always do it. It always a go happen. It now go stop and me get used to it. And just everybody have to just listen out for it again when the next side I go pick. Worse when they come out to World Cup qualifying when say we qualify for World Cup. Jeez, I'm crying. You know, just ready for it. Just prep on
under 17 ready up. Wait till under 17.
Just prep on yourself.
I want thing me understand with Craig Butler, you know. You have to be my man. Manipulate. Yeah. Craig Butler. The thing Craig Butler did not tell the coach that Leon was coming and the coach feel comfortable. And he would sit here in front by his splitting machine and wait. And as soon as the coach said they dropped the squad, he said false news. He was waiting for that. I don't like him. He's a stuff.
Yeah, man, me no believe. We as fan see that coach. Oh, me know say the coach really don't know Jamaicans. The man come from Iceland, you know. A trip, but that trip the man in a man. yo, sorry, Grimmy, boy, Grimmy. I hear me. I be a Grimmy still, you know. Me I blame Grimmy because Grimmy no fear around there, bro. Me see Balotelli, me see Benzema, me see how much bigger star than Bailey. I play for bigger national team. And them have to wall corner, bro, when nobody no want to pick them and wait till them get called up. Who run behind them? Nobody no run behind a big baller, bro. I mean, no, say, what is the man? The man does a mash up football, but as me say, why me not really say no about it, Gunners Boss and JT Taylor?
Yeah.
Me just get used to it. I mean, me know enough people can't agree with. It's just Craig style, and it always a go happen when I start to pick, and it just now go stop. May I tell you, it just now go stop. So if people give him attention and don't give the right team the attention when needed, are we are the suckers? Are we are the suckers, to be honest? Cause him just a laugh. Isn't it? Yeah.
Something will represent in your nation. There is no third party. Well, you and your family is one. There is no third party involved. There is no agent or none of these people. When Labrador want to go represent the United States in basketball, he go. When he doesn't want to go, he don't. Nobody's
1 second, Gunner. So, people, the scoreline is 2-0 Germany up. 43 minutes played in the game. There's a potential penalty check that's under review currently. There can be a card here or a penalty. The referee has that under review, people. So just to keep up with the people so it's a penalty, people. So the people who are actually here for that game, it's a penalty. Germany should go up 3 here quite easily. And we're here chopping it up with Martin Baker and Gunners Boss. This is look like how we're gonna spend the Euros. We just chop it up while the game is happening. It's another way to talk football because I have to watch these games. I can't talk about Leon Bailey every day. This excites me.
I think we have to watch football, JT. And then we have football. Yo, and I see quality on the field, man. I have to watch football for learn. I have to watch football for learn.
Get all that snack right now, coming in. Nothing for anything.
JT, boy, lose the money though. Tell him you not bet it, bro. I tell him, man, don't lose the money. Yeah, bro, yeah, bet for Scotland draw or Scotland win. But outside. Shouldn't make the bet, man, but I say it go. Red card, you Yeah.
Red card, wow. Not good. Wow. Whoa, people. So it's going all bad now for Scotland. Martin Baker is still there? What just going? I'm not hear them. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Me I say just gone bad for Scotland. 3-0, brother.
Then when you expect JT, I expect the game to end at 3-1, but 3-0, but it look like it's gonna be a 6-0 game or something like that.
Yeah, 3-1. Me tell JT now, but boy, you look like
a 6 this is a drop, brother.
Well, one thing, JT, I lie, You know, say Scotland I want second half team. Yeah. Me watch Scotland in a multiple games still, JT. Yeah. And them kind of start off slow now. But me see them tackle side in a second half, so we can watch them out for the second half, So me not write them off still. It's really a second half team. If I watch them result and they pass game them, I watch the friendly them, at the time, and they really perform better in a second half. So we see how second half go. We see.
Oh, let's up Mexican. Brown Blair, the Mexicans in camp. Yeah, man. Mexican them not enter them tournament, they are not ready, brother.
Bro, one thing, JT wants to say something. Yo, and I see Guatemala done play 2 friendly match and the man them are going to play Argentina tonight. So we couldn't get a next friendly before the game.
Wow.
How are going? Wait.
But
Guatemala play Argentina tonight,
But Guatemala in a Copa America.
Oh, Guatemala in a Copa.
Argentina, I use them for friendly.
I don't know. But that shows that we still could get a match still.
Yeah. But
me here say we da go play Peru, but me see say Peru I play El Salvador, so it look like that match never go through for we to play them. And me here in I show say we da go get a friendly with Peru, you know. But it look
you know
like it
what?
never work out.
Coach Amir Halgrims is not the kind of coach that loves too many friendlies before big tournaments. He thinks he's gonna tire out his players. I'm telling you.
Or he murder in a camp and just do the groundwork. Okay.
He doesn't believe. He said something about that. That the players would have been too tired, and so he's a man where they take that stuff very seriously. So he actually probably just wants his players to get his style of system he wants to play.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I think it's enough time to prepare, man. Because as what the commentator says, you can't overload players on international breaks with a lot of tactical information. The man said, you know what I mean? Yeah, people.
Yeah, man, me hear when him say, man.
People, hit the like button on the video, people. Just hit the like button if you just came in. Just hit the like button on the video if you just joined us. We're heading up to the first half of the game. 48 minutes played already. You know, it's a +3 added time. Germany is up 3. It's halftime now, people. The halftime whistle has gone. Germany up 3. Musiala, I think, with the second goal. Havertz with the first goal. Who scored the penalty there? Martin Baker, not sure.
Havertz.
Okay, so he's on a brace. Havertz is on a brace, looking to potentially get in there for the hat trick. Let's see if he can pull off the hat trick, Havertz, for Germany. But we are at the halftime. We are at the halftime break, and it's 3-0. It's 3-0 in the game. Martin Baker, you see this about 6.
And Scotland have a good team still, you know? You know them have a good team. It's not like them have good player upon them team, you know? Good technical, but
it shows you how good
man.
It shows you how good Germany is, though.
Yeah, a system over system, JT. System over system when it come on to them football, yeah, man.
Yeah, it shows you really how good Germany is. That this German team is really good then. Because I think Scotland has a different team. Where it's Kai 1 and Bud 10, 1 JT, Chelsea. Sometimes the best is to hide the players from the media, JT. In what situation you mean hiding the media from the player? What situation? I don't understand. I'm okay with that, you know. People. As Mr. Martin Baker, I'm okay with anything that's gonna make Jamaica work and this Craig Butler thing end.
JT, you see, as me say, me really tired of it, as me say, no, cause I don't know who knew. People don't, I don't know why it surprised enough people, because most people they depend on Craig's side. So now too, people are see they some over and over again, JT. Most people are come to them senses now. So now that's why I see. What I see gradually when people just see him go, it'll just be like me when not even care and him not gonna get attention. Him time so run out, you know. Him time literally so run out.
Yeah.
Cause as me say, most people never really they may just believe say him are the greatest, but me hear upon JD program not true. I know when people really see when him a diss up Karim Dixo and him same for Jamaica, but yet him a diss up a young baller because certain situation that really open more people eyes say show to them really. You know, him have some little dirty ways because the baller I try make it too, just like Whisper. But him bring down the baller for Ryan show how much time bring down the baller. But them look at some of the make people see them.
Him can't bring down Kaim Dixon because Jamaica loves Kaim Dixon. Jamaica loves Kaim Dixon.
At the time, JT, him never know say. It look like him never realize say people them love if Kaim Dixon have fans like Whisper in a Jamaica.
Yeah, Kaim Dixon
so
have fans.
That's why I tell you say people realize cause to him do that, he make that move there and he must think say people that go come from him side. People realize say no, but that man have some dirty thoughts.
Baby Pearl. Let me just give some people some updates on the game, people. As you know, it is a watch along. But this is how I figured out a formula. This is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna talk. We keep touching back to the football game that's at hand, but we're gonna discuss whatever we want to discuss. That's how sports prophecy works. We're gonna discuss what we want to discuss surrounding sports because there's gonna be a lot of fans here who are Jamaican football fans, but we also want to kind of bring in some other people into the fold. So if you're here and you don't learn patois, that's up to you. You can learn from us and learn from people like Martin Baker and them. However, the scoreline in the game, halftime, as you can see it on your screen, Germany is up 3, getting a penalty there right before the halftime whistle. And also Harvard is on a brace. Musiala, the players you expect to score for Germany, they're already on the board. So this looks like a disaster. But a lot of analysts thought that this game, Scotland was going to be up against it. Scotland is already down by 3. I think the Scottish team is playing the way they know how to play. But this shows me how good this German team is. And also, the German coach on the sideline is very animated. When I see my coach like that in a tournament, that tells me the passion is there. We've seen that from a coach, Jaime Hallgrimson, at times as well, where him and John Waldy celebrated. And I think that's how they're going to take on this Copa America. I know I have my qualms with the coach when it comes on to substitutions. You remember what I said, people? Substitution and picking the right players to be on the field. Combination and substitution are my only 2 issues with the coach. I still have confidence with Jamaica entering a tournament which is similar to a tournament like the Copa America. But we also can see what better teams do to little teams in big tournament. This is the big dogs, the big Germans. And look what they're doing to a Scotland who is an emerging football nation for decades. They've been the little brother of England for years. Even Wales has basically passed them a bit. So Scotland is just getting a reality check like Germany. Germany they've been through wars, East and West Germany, playing in World Cups. This is a football nation here playing today, and you're on their home turf. And the Germans are reminding the Scottish that this is big boy football. 69% ball position there for Scotland for Germany in this game. Only 31% ball position for Scotland in this game. 5 shots on target for Germany. Germany is dominating all over the field, people. It's 18 degrees Celsius in Germany right now. Little bit colder than Denmark, where it's a little bit warmer right now, but it's 3-0 up in the half. 70% of the attack is coming through Germany and 23% dangerous attack. So Germany is just dominating all aspects of this game. Big up yourself, Dr. Joyful. These young boys doing great things for Germany. Yes, we talked about how Germany was going to set up before this game started. And it's playing. This is a team that plays a formation that's way different from a Jamaica formation. No, Martin Baker. In where it's not that narrow. They're playing a narrow front 3. This German team.
Very narrow.
It's a very narrow front 3.
And if I notice, if I notice the front 3, JT, really they close to the box, because Scotland need to fix up still, because Scotland are play on high line. We don't know why they are play them line so high. And as you can see, Musiala, Havertz, and them man, they have the speed. That beat them, Then it beat them really bad. We don't know the coach have to go fix Scotland high line. Them need to just understand, say, as I say, it's a big boy game, and Germany at them yard. And they have prove not to Scotland alone, but they have to prove to the world, because the last 80 years for Germany was like.
And it only takes one goal, It only takes one goal for Scotland to claw their way back into this game. The statistics, though, however, are all in favor of Germany with a 69% ball possession. I think anything over 60% is pure dominance in football. Yeah. That's 60% of the time.
How much shot Scotland take off of Germany? Goal. Me not see them take no shot if you have up the stats.
No, they don't. They haven't taken. It's 5. I think it's 5-0 when it comes on to shots on goal and shots on target.
Domination, man.
Yeah, man.
Domination, JT.
It's pure domination here for Germany. I expected a little bit more fight from the Scottish team. I expected a little bit more from McGinn and um McTominay in the middle of the park for Germany, for Scotland, and
Agree,
I'm
agree.
not seeing anything from those players.
Yeah, nothing, nothing. All right, and that's how you come up and say, oh, that's how we can tell, man, say, we can really agree, say, international football different from club, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
We need to stop compare them for two, you know, because you see, them they are good club baller for them side, you know, and them look, but a really international football just different. That's
yeah,
why I
yeah.
always hear we say when I side come na CONCACAF, it tough.
It's very
The
tough.
player them we have to on the club them, it tough.
Yeah,
It tough for them.
yeah,
It
yeah.
tough and it's show enough time and we always a beat the ball of them good. But if we come to realization and watch more them game, we see say I know Jamaica alone a struggle when the ball of them come because I just international
Yeah,
football overall.
because
That's why the
I
World Cup
keep going to
is
what
the
the
biggest
commentator
stage.
said. The commentator is like
Mm-hmm.
international football. You cannot overload players with all these tactical
Yes.
approaches. You know, you have to take into consideration short turnover time, and these players are in camp. So here's a McTominay, a player high expectation coming out of Manchester United.
Yes.
McGinn with coming out from Aston Villa, who is playing
Yeah,
in their first, yeah, first
we're bully
Champions League.
midfield. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's a different situation now. It's
Different situation. Yeah,
different
man.
situation now. Different situation now. So it's not the same where you just sit there and you wait to play. International
No.
football is very sticky, people. I always say
Yes.
that international
Yeah, man,
football
always
is
hear you say.
very sticky. Like even if you have quality players out there, the game sometimes
Mm-hmm.
just takes a very long time to get going. For some reason, the game just take a very long time to get going, and we see that every day. We see a Scotland team now, they're not really getting to turnover. They're not really getting to turnover, and Germany is dominating 5 shots on target to Scotland.
And
Just,
3 goals.
yeah, and 3 goals, 5 shots. So they're scoring over 80% of their
Yeah.
chances here. Um,
Chances. Yeah. Big chance. Yeah.
Big chances. So that tells me that Scotland is gonna have a handful today. They might pick up a 6. We might see the
Germany
opening with
surprised
a
me
6.
still.
Yeah, they're gonna
When we
pick up
type
6.
in
It's
my
10 man.
Scotland
It's
come in,
10 man half. 10 man is gonna be playing this half for Scotland. Only 10 players in this half for Scotland. No, I'm serious.
but as me say, Scotland, Germany, not forget to come, because Scotland, me watch multiple game with Scotland, and me can tell you, them perform. You see, when I second half, me don't know, the man will find a next energy. So, Germany just need to continue with them, because if them come to relax, me can tell you, as I say, one goal can change a 3-1, a 3-love. One goal, and then bam, one penalty, I hit that 3-2, and then chaos happen. And we're going back to square one. So Germany just have to continue with them. But me tell you, if you don't bet still, Me tell you,
No, I expect Scotland to have moments in this game. What I didn't expect was
the dominance.
Germany, the dominance from Germany, because Germany
Yeah.
under this new head coach is still an unknown commodity.
Correct, yeah.
Because a lot of times when people discuss Germany, I think we're discussing Germany based off historic value. Like we know Germany historically is a really good team. Kai Havertz, he's having a really good game. The coach is really
Yes,
set
yes.
on him because Germany does have a lot of strikers. Germany left most of their wingers, so that tells me that they plan to play down the middle of the park. And for a team that plays down the middle of the park, that tells me that this is a confident German team.
But we check the 2 goal really come down from the middle.
Yeah,
The first goal, Musala in the middle of the box. The penalty in the middle, the man foul him. So I really him a penetrate the middle, and Scotland doesn't have no answer for them.
yeah,
To be honest.
yeah.
And Guna wanna like the machine. You see Cruz and Guna, if you notice, Them Cruz pass the ball to Gunaran. Gunaran either put it on the right or put it on the left. Musula in the everywhere on the field. Me see him over the right side. Me see him over the left side. Me see him in the middle. So him look like the Roma. So the coach just see him free will. But me understand because I can see a young baller, him have all the skills. Him can control, him can beat a man. And at this me I said to you, JT, just look how the midfield look. At this me never see when we play with Dominica Republic, and we believe so we could have a more dominance and
Dominant
we'll give it to.
performance. Yeah.
We don't see John so a come with the ball like them. And that me that tell the man. If them a say the ball flip, no, a midfielder we confident come with the ball like how Cruz come with the ball, take the ball and look up.
But
and make the
Cruz have a
keeper
lot.
pass.
Cruz is a seasoned professional. Cruz have a lot of football under his belt.
Johnson have got a lot of football under him belt.
Not
too.
at the
Look how long
same
he
level.
been
Not at
playing.
the same level. Come on, Daniel
Yeah,
Johnson.
we can
Not
say
at the
level
same
still.
level.
But JT, but look on the competition. We still can factor that. Why I'm gonna show them look quality there. But me not beat the ball of them still. But of them, some of them would I like if we can just find at least a midfielder. Where I know if we understand if we play like the big guns, them like Mexico, US, and we can't really control the middle. We understand that because you can see Scotland have good midfielders, but them can't control the middle because them play Germany. But as we most I fans them say when we have a side like Dominica and Republic and Dominica, we at least can be more confident. But when we see still the second half I come, I go in a chat and so
Yeah, man. But there, man.
when he done with jump on back.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Blessings, people. That was Martin Baker. Martin Baker made it known tonight. He's a Germany fan. I didn't know Martin Baker is a Germany fan. Because we do. God, this brother. Let me send this to Richie. The one brother named Rude Boy. I don't know what Rude Boy is talking about today, man. Rude Boy is talking about some other stuff in it. Richie, I send you the link. You know, I totally forgot because I had only 10 minutes after I left one show. So, people, there you have it. Germany, they kicked off the tournament in fine style. Gross on for Brighton is okay. Yeah, okay. That's the substitution made. The game is back on. Oh my God, Scotland is playing with 10 men though. Richie Post Sport, I just send you the link, my boss. Just send you the link over there, Richie Post Sport. Totally forgot. Yeah. What? Yeah. I know, me too. The German look like them send a message. Yeah, man. Ball kick. They send a message. I got the message. This German team look like they're sending a message, and I got the message. I got the message, man. I didn't know that Germany look. When you see Germany start playing like this is how we know Germany usually plays. Hold on, people. Let me get a plate. I don't think that Scotland can pull one back with down with three, down by a man in this game. It could have been 4-0 until halftime. Mm-hmm. He, he hit that with some venom. I wonder if Scotland can really pull one back. would make this game really interesting. Wow. Bro, Germany has a spring in their step, man. Another yellow card here for Scotland. Germany is moving like Germany again. Musiala, menacing. Him and Everts is like Everett. It's a hell of a combination. Musiala and Havertz look like what they do together. Just look like something they've rehearsed in training so many times. They look really good together. They look like what they rehearsed just comes out on the pitch today. Yeah, man. Reason boss. Germany making a statement early on here.
What's a go on?
Germany making a statement, it seems.
No doubt. I'm just taking up my Bluetooth. No doubt, an impressive opening in the Reason Boss's opinion. 3-0 Germany. In fact,
you don't have to
to
use your camera. You don't have to use your camera today, okay? It's fine.
Say again?
You don't have to use your camera. It's okay. We have something up on the screen as well, so that's perfect.
Beautiful. Give thanks. I'm just having a late dinner while enjoying the football. The start of Euro 24, quality will out.
Yeah. How does Germany look to you in the first half? I thought they looked dangerous. I thought they looked like they can do this against the big teams.
They're on a mission. In my opinion, they're on a mission. Having been stung at the last World Cup, they've not been as successful as usually German teams have been in world competition. This team, another shot comes in from long range there. That wasn't my lord. And Rudiger, the big man, the Real Madrid, Rudiger. A shot from all of 25 yards, 30 yards.
Yeah.
A flying save to the right-hand side.
He should be playing higher up the pitch. I said that early on. That he's that kind of player, I think.
Well, it's a very functional, organized German team. He's got the ability to be an offensive threat. But against the best teams, his job is to defend and to be a set-piece threat. But number one, they've got enough talent on the pitch to ensure he doesn't have to be up there.
Rudiger is the player that Damian Lowe should have become. Same physique, same kind of player. Damian Lowe is a poor man's Rudiger. I think that's his level. They have a lot of similarity. Damian Lowe just didn't develop the other sides to his game. The passing, be able to attack. Don't go long all the time. I think Rudiger looks like he might have even played other positions coming up in football.
There were levels to this thing. Damian Lowe, in CONCACAF terms, a pretty good player. A little reckless at times. I'm putting you on notice, JT, against the likes of the Ecuadorians and Venezuelans. If he is going to be deployed in a central defensive midfield role, beware that red card. It's not a given, but beware, because there are tough tackling opponents, and if he comes to the party and feels that he needs to stamp his authority, his stamping his authority could result in that card being brandished if him the mind sharp.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. You're right. And I always fear when he goes in tackle, because he has a way where he tackles and get the ball from the players, but he still follows them. He finds
Still
a way to
fouls.
follow them.
It's
That's
part
a
of his
big
MO.
concern. Because if when he goes up against a team with some really good actors, players who can really make a foul look bigger than a foul, and you add that VAR to it, I think we might be
Right.
in trouble with Damian Lowe this summer, to be honest.
I'm hoping that Jaime has a word, but even having a word, sometimes it's in a player's DNA. It's like the scorpion. Why the scorpion bite? Or why I'm sting? Well, I'm a scorpion. We'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping that we have a good campaign in Copa America. Right now, JT, I know you must be enjoying the midfield. Germany's
Yeah,
midfield, the way they pass. There's a counter by Scotland. It's a watch along. Well, I say it's a counter. They're going back. They're going back. They're going back. The Germans,
we
you
were
see the
looking at
midfield
Diaz.
press?
Yeah, we were looking
Send
at
them
Diaz.
right back into my lord, into the edge of the penalty area. The Germans are on point here. And you've got to be able to, Scotland trying to pass it out, and they are just being penned in. Ball's gone out for a throw to the Scottish. Listen, there are levels. I don't expect Scotland to, if they get a consolation goal, they'll be fortunate. And of course, they're down to 10 men. This is going to be a
Germany
hard
is
45
playing
minutes.
three. Isn't Germany playing three at the back here? No, or is they playing sometimes it's three at the back, right? But number five, he moves his who's the number five for Germany? He steps up into the midfield and becomes that defensive midfielder and still able to string passes. But he slips back very deep into a back three when they're defending. Just look at the number five and his movement for
Are you
Germany.
saying that number 5 is part of a back three? Because that man looks very at home in the center of midfield. He's over the halfway
Yeah,
line.
what he's coming is because how deep he was coming to receive the ball. He's almost lining up in a back three at times.
There he is again on the ball. He's like a play. I'm not sure who I'd have to get the name of the number 5, but I mean, he's part of the attack. He's taking the ball in the center of midfield and deploying it.
That's what we're saying, that if you have a player like Damian Lowe playing that position, he has to be able to do some of these things. That's the point I was trying to make. You can't just be getting defensive work off that player in that position. We have to get more out of him. That cannot become a luxury position.
In your experience, well, in your time watching Damian Lowe, has he got it in his locker to pass?
No,
Here's his number 5 again. He's now in the final third of the of the Scotland's half, and it's gone away for a corner now. I mean, does Damian Lowe feel comfortable? Does he look like he enjoys having the ball and distributing it, keeping it simple and distributing it left, right, and
I
forward? Is that
I
kind of
think
game in him?
no. I think that's when he gets uncomfortable. He's more comfortable making a tackle, actually. When he gets the
My
ball,
lord, my lord.
he's putting a lot of weight. He's thinking, am I hitting this too hard? And he's scooping the ball a lot, because as a defender, you're rocking back and you're getting the ball over the midfield as far as possible downfield. The problem is that position, that's not what you need from the player in that position. That's what you need from a center back, and depending on the style of play as well. Yeah, so that's my thing there with Damian Lowe. Don't think he's the answer there. That's why I said we need to quickly as possible figure out if it works. I'm not sure yet about the Casey Palmer Kara Anderson thing though, Don't think I'm sold on that as yet either.
Is
I'm
it
not
is
sold
it
on
too
that.
early? Is it too early? Do they need to be given time? Has Germany come again on the attack? They're probing in the Scottish half. A chance here, and hits into the ground and over the bar. Man, I mean, it seems like it's only a matter of time. 3-0, they can rest and gather their energies for tougher tests ahead in this group. This game is as good as one. They don't need to be going hell for leather. I don't think they'll hit 6. I think Scottish pride is at stake, and the Germans don't have to go gun-ho for getting the but they're enjoying a whole heap of possession at the moment. It's only a matter of time, you might say. 57 minutes on the clock. Germany 3. Havertz, Wirtz, and Musiala giving Germany a comfortable and enjoyable, satisfactory opening to Euro 2024 right here on Sports Prophecy with JT and the reason boss, Rich
And
Post
people,
Sports.
let me put Richie Post Sports back up on the screen, people. That's it. Richie Post Sports. Go over there and follow Richie Post Sports, people. Hit the subscribe button on it. He will give you short form content, long form content, but I think he gives you some killer short form content when he's on the road, when he's on the move. Brazil, Jamaica, the football, Arsenal. Go over to Richie Post Sports, people, and show some love. But as
Full
Martin
respect,
Baker was
JT.
saying that Martin Baker was saying that he thinks that Scotland is a good second half team.
A, a good what? Second half team?
Yeah, he was saying that Martin Baker. That's Martin Baker's theory.
They're a very hard-working team. They never say die. Steve Clark, their manager, he will always be at them. I mean, to make the European finals has been an achievement in itself. As a game, the Germans are probing. But I get there's levels. I mean, every game has something different. This game is a 10-man Scottish team against a home nation, 3-0 up, chomping at the bit to make an impression and get a great start to this European Championship. I feel that Germany, in my opinion, are one of the four that I'm tipping. I'm saying Germany, Spain, England, and France. Nothing sensational about those four. I mean, the usual suspects, you could say. But Scotland, in this game, it's men against boys. You could say it's men against boys. They don't have too much hope of getting anything out of this game except trying to get some level of confidence and keeping the score down and get themselves in the game. The 3 goals that have been conceded, it's been quality German play, and it's just been difficult. I think that the Scottish defence and midfield have laid off a little bit, maybe a little bit too much respect. But when you've got quality players coming up against you, you're not going to just go diving in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's margins. It's margins.
Did you expect a better performance from Scotland in this game?
Let me be, my lord. Again, I think it's brilliant that they've actually made it to the European finals. There are levels to this game. The fact that they're on the field against Germany and Germany are going to be delighted with this performance. No, not overly. Not overly. Scotland, look, this is 10 man and they're throwing themselves into defense here, trying to keep this goal intact second half. So you can see the pride, and they've got magnificent supporters. But there are levels. They've got a Ryan Christie. They've got the likes of Scott McTominay, Aston Villa's John McGinn. But man for Andy Robertson, of course, of Liverpool. But when you're up against a German team, they're no slouches. There are levels to this thing. They're no slouches. And no, I didn't expect too much more from Scotland. I thought it would have been 3-0. My prediction was 3-0 in this game. I think the Germans are up for it, and they wouldn't be settling for anything. They're coming again. They wouldn't be settling for anything less than 3 points. Just like Jamaica came up against the Dominican Republic, first game, and then Dominica. It was win and win by any means necessary. No ifs or buts about it. And that's exactly what Nagelsmann, the young German manager, is giving the instruction to this German team, and they've carried it out to a T.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting Scotland to just lay down like this, though.
I'm not going to say, I wouldn't call it laying down. As I said, there's levels. The opening goal from Wirtz after 10 minutes, the build-up play, classy. I mean, if you're not on it, I mean, I saw Ian Wright in the studio, Roy Keane, and the great Graham Souness of Scotland, and they were saying, the Scottish team, they weren't at it. They wasn't at it. They wasn't in the game. They wasn't fighting. But there are levels to this thing. I mean, they seem to be in position. They must have thought we're in decent position. But if you stand 5 or so yards off these kind of players with this kind of quality, I mean, look at this. More substitutions coming up. This is the levels we're talking about. Havertz coming off. Leroy Sané coming on for Kai Havertz. Lord have mercy. Levels.
It's just, I think here Germany just starts experimenting now, because they're just gonna give their depth players some playing time to let them know, guys, if the engines start breaking, we need you guys to come in and just keep things operating at a high level.
No doubt about it. That's what's going to be required in this tournament. It's Wirtz, the goal scorer, the opening goal scorer after 10 minutes off, and it's Füllkrug, who is a very good and a very efficient and prolific striker on. And again, here comes Germany over the halfway line on a counter-attack. Similar to some of Jamaica's prime counter-attacks is Leroy Sané. First time shot. First time shot. The goal was open to him, but he didn't have enough power behind the shot. And it's a left-footed effort on the run, straight into the arms of the Scottish keeper. He's just coming to the pitch, so you can forgive him for that rather tame effort. But the Scottish defence was skinned again. It's 10 men. It's not an easy task. They're not out of the tournament. I mean, remember, they still have a chance of qualifying, but it's going to be difficult. I don't have Scotland qualifying from this group. It's going to be tough. Again, just to make it this far, hats off to them. Similar maybe to Jamaica and Copa America.
Yeah. It's teams like this. We want to see a team like Scotland, but I would, you see, you know what I like about the Euros? I want players to see that players translating over is not just difficult for Jamaica and CONCACAF. It's other players. You have players from Manchester United in the Scotland team, Aston Villa in the Champions League. And nothing is happy, and they're struggling.
My mind just went across Leon Bailey, just passed across my mind. I was thinking of John McGinn as a ball is lobbed into the penalty area and away for a corner again to Germany, away from, I think, hey, that's my man there. Hey, Tierney, former Arsenal player, now playing, I think, in Spain. Tierney heads it away for Kieran Tierney. Tierney heads it away for a corner. Do you think that the Jamaican fans, do they appreciate a midfield that is happy to pass the ball around before offering an offensive threat? I noticed that JT has popped away. This is a live watch-along. Scotland versus Germany. After 65 minutes on the clock, it's Germany 3, corner to Germany. Scotland 0, down to 10 men. Flicked away by the Scots, and a rasping effort comes in from just outside the area. I think that was one of the... it was a rasping effort, but rising high and high, the number 18 for Germany over the bar. Still 3-0, 65 minutes on the clock. And it's all hands on deck. No goals have been conceded second half, so you could say it's a victory in some ways to the Scots holding their own. As JTSC return here,
I think they will take a lot of pride in the second half play with 10 men. Sometimes that's all you need to motivate yourself in a tournament as a team, to really start kicking on.
If you think about it mentally wise, and my lord, JT, my lord, do I want to go there? Have I got permission to rewind and cast reference down to the Reggae Boys?
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about keeping your heads and your chins up. Motivation and a band of brothers, team effort, unity, very important. We see McGinn and McGregor, the number 7, number 8, going off. McGinn, I believe that's McGinn of Aston Villa. And on comes Billy Gilmore, formerly of Chelsea. Now I believe he might be at Brighton. And McLean comes on. Gilmore, a very wispish player, very good player, talented player. But JT, when you've got the likes of this unfortunate Leon Bailey type situation, don't you think it impacts on the team in terms of its morale, or do you think that it has no effect on them? Because this team is 3-0 down, 10 men, and they're fighting for each other. Unless you've got unity of spirit, attitude, mindset, you're not going to get this kind of fighting display.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. And I think that no, this is where the coach comes in. He has to realize what this does to his team. And I leave that to him going forward. Because I believe that in this case as well, Mr. Butler has also showed the coach how he approaches things. So the coach is now more equipped going forward dealing with him. And it's another goal for Germany.
Lighter!
Germany has scored again, people. It's 4.
And it's full Krug. It's the substitute. I told you about the brother. Full Krug. What
Okay.
a strike. Nicholas Full Krug. 67 minutes on the clock, 68 minutes on the clock. An outstanding strike. Blazed into the roof of the net. No chance for the keeper. That
This German
was
team
what you
looks
call a strike.
Yep. This German team looks different, people.
They're up for it. They're up for it. Trust
They're
me.
up for it. Yep.
My lord, watch out. Boom! He gathered that ball quick time, under control, left foot onto the right foot, and bang!
Right into
He
the back of
didn't
the
even
net.
think about that. Left foot onto the right, and bang! He had the laces through that. It was in the net. My lord, my lord. It's a delight watching. This is the kind of football I've been brought up with. Quality.
Quality
To the
football.
left, to the right of you, right in front of you. No excuses guaranteed.
That's a quality goal, man. That's a
JT,
quality goal, people.
I tell you, with the bag of sport coming on Euro 2024, I've started. In fact, it's funny enough, JT. Exclusively, I'm cutting down on the shorts. The shorts are they're going to be there, but I'm looking for the algorithms on the longer versions. I'm doing some more 7, 8, 9 minutes. I don't know if you've seen some of them, and I'm going to be shooting from the lip and the hip regarding Euro 2024, Copa America, of course, the coming Paris Olympics. Is going to be more live coverage and recorded longer sports coverage, because I've got plenty to say, and there's plenty to say on the world of sport. There's some really terrific action left, right, and center, and I'm hoping on Richpo Sports to bring the ruckus, and of course accepting all comments and views to those videos. You're doing a good job on Sports Prophecy, by the way, JT. It's the what do you call it? The town hall, the open town meeting. I like that. I can see you're enjoying the footage as they're probing again for a fifth. I think you mentioned 6 at one point. It's not off the reasons of probability. 4-0. They'll be delighted with this.
6 is
Great
possible.
start.
I think 6 is still possible,
I think 6 would. I think, look, right about now, this 4, they're down to 10 men. I'd say hold tight. I'm hoping that the Germans can say, you know what, let's just keep doing our thing, but don't make it too much worse on these Scots, man. I mean, I think they could score maybe one more, but they need to keep their heads up. They don't deserve to get a sound thrashing.
This
But the
German
Germans,
team
it's an
is playing
efficient
like
start. Great start.
this German team is playing like how they played against Brazil. That team that beat Brazil, and they knocked out that Brazil team that hasn't recovered from that concussion.
JT, I've got on a Brazilian shirt, and I tell you something, my lord. Neymar was absent. A young Neymar who was setting the Brazilians alight. He was the guy at that age. He was the inspiration. Along with, I think Thiago Silva was there as well. But along with Neymar, that young Tyro, he was making the difference for them in Brazil. 2014 Brazil World Cup, and that defeat. It's one of those moments, JT, when you say you remember where you were, and Lord of mercy. As you know, I'm a Reggae Boys fan and a Seleção Brazilian fan. That was a night, and as you said, they may not have fully recovered. My God, what a beating that was! That German team. Only you could say maybe a Spanish team could do something like that. That German team to have the goal to thrash a Brazilian team in Brazil like that. These guys, don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on the Germans. By the way, big up to my brother, big brother, Naya Bingi, all Alba Massive. Bless up yourself one time. Big German fan. I'm sure he'll be enjoying this coverage. And this scoreline, delightful.
Yeah, man. I didn't expect the Germany team to come out this strong. Because new coach, as well, Germany is either they're good or they're not that good. They're never anything in between, and this looks like one of those good German teams.
Look here, there's the watching world as they show a replay of Musiala's goal, the number 10, and my lord, Rudiger holding him up aloft. Musiala is coming off, using subscribers, 73 minutes on the clock. It's Musiala, the young sensation, on, off, on comes the old hand operator, Thomas Müller of Bayern Munich.
Another goal shark there for you people. Another goal shark for you right there, Thomas Müller. That guy's been around for Germany for it feels like decades. But he got into this German team very young, very prolific goal scorer. Refused to retire, refused to get out of our faces. He's just been there chopping away. Thomas Müller, and he has the grit. He's one of those players that really represents the spirit of German football. That's why they have got rid of him. Coaches came in, 2 new coaches now, and he's still there, and he's still getting playing time. So I expect Germany now to just be turning over and make sure everybody on the bench gets the message. This is the protocol. We get your chance to play tonight, but when it gets tough, and we are binding in games and we make substitution, we expect you to come on the field and change the game. So this is what this Germany is getting preparation early on in the tournament. This is a preparation game for the big stuff. But I still think there are teams in Europe that will stretch this German defense because Rudiger is a good defender, but you can really catch him out of position cheating a lot of times. And when he gets up against better teams, I think this Germany team might run into some roadblocks defensively for me. They seem like they're well balanced all over the field, but I think a good, prolific attacking team in Europe might cost them some problems.
That's 5. That's 5. That's 5. I'm keeping my eyes on this game. My lord. Thomas Müller, he almost reminds me of don't laugh, Corey Burke. In terms of being an old stager, maybe exemplifying the spirit of the team. Not as prolific, of course. And is it Fulkrug again? My lord. They're looking. I tell you what, that might be offside.
Yeah, they're still checking it.
I think this is where VAR comes on. I think his right foot, if I'm not mistaken, it was a wonderful save, the attempted save by the keeper, almost from point blank range. But I think the hands up of the referee, I think they're gonna cut that off. I think it's offside. His foot was just, from the looking at it here, it's margins, and the ball was crossed from the left hand side of the penalty area, just outside the penalty area. Fulkrug, lovely touch off on his chest, took it down, took the shot, took a deflection off the defender, and then a wonderful save by the keeper. But he was just marginally offside. Still 4-0, 76 minutes on the clock. Scotland begin to make another substitution, and it's the former Arsenal defender Kieran Tierney off, and McKenna on.
I think Scotland should just try here to try some players. I think try some players, or try some players for the next game, because you already have to start looking. You already got dumped up 4 goals, not good as far as aggregate. So you're up against it from early on in this competition. So I think Scotland should just try to get some players out there, some playing time, and get them ready for the tougher games to either try to win out and get to the next round. I think that's Scotland's best bet. Offside, Jaja Martin Baker says offside. Yeah, that's an offside goal, Martin Baker. It's offside. You can't want to score everything, brother. You know, we give the Scots a few offside, innit? Give the man them few offside trap, innit? Yo, yeah, man. So you go, people. But I'm quite disappointed though in Scotland. I, and I feel like Scotland is giving us a slight view into the England's future in this tournament.
My lord, JT. How we are say?
I think Scotland is giving us a little bit of what England might give us in this tournament. Because England, they come in with these footballers, lot of big clubs, Prem clubs, top 5 clubs, top 6 clubs. I tell people, when you get to these kind of competition, it's not about marquee players anymore. Yes, there are times in game where marquee players will get you over the line. But these tournaments come down to the best team. When you look at the creation teams that go to semifinals and quarterfinals, if you look at that Czech Republic team with Barış and those guys, if you look at that Greek team that beat Portugal that year with the Luis Figo, if you look at the England team with a Raheem Sterling that went to the final, they had star names, but they had a team. They had closer to what they was a team. To me, they have an assembly line right now. England has an assembly line of Ferraris. Can they get them off the truck and driving up and running quickly? I'm not sure. This is where England always falter, and I think the pressure is on a Southgate as well to come good. I don't see England taking this. I think there's too many teams pumped up to beat England. I'm sure Denmark has a grudge match with England from last Euros where they thought they were cheated that penalty.
My lord.
Denmark, they would want to remember this, the Vikings. That's a team that will show up on the day and can beat anyone. If you remember, it was a Euro, the stadium, one of the stadiums that the Jamaica U15 boys played was a stadium where I think it was a Euro where a team, I don't remember if it was Bosnia or one of those teams, had to pull out due to war, and Denmark was the team that went into that Euros and they won the Euros.
That's right, they did.
Big controversy. So that's a team with pedigree in this competition as well. And England will be playing Denmark in Hamburg, Germany. A lot of Danish fans will be going over for that one. I want to see how England hold up, because if Iceland can beat England in a friendly, I think Denmark can beat England, who is the master of Iceland, in a competitive game. Sir Richard, all bets are against England in this tournament for me. I have to see it. Cole Palmer, I think he's going to show his class. I just think the other English players are flaky. I just think that Phil Foden, I just don't know if Phil Foden has the stuff internationally. These guys look good at home. It's like a kid shooting around the basketball in the backyard. Put him in a real game against grown men. That's where I don't feel like a Phil Foden can take it all the way from a Saka. We know what the formula for Saka is. You live in his ankle. Make sure you're there as a defender. When you start doing that to Saka, he stopped pushing, he stopped dribbling towards the sideline. He wants to cut in now because he doesn't want to keep getting those hard tackles when he goes out wide. Something I noticed for Arsenal, whenever he start coming under the pressure with those hard tackles, he start to cut in more. Teams are going to see that on tape. England, though, stocked in every position. But today, Germany has showed their class. And I think this German team has only showed us a tip of the iceberg. I think this German team, for me, looked like a semifinal team today. Quarterfinal at worst.
They'll be difficult to beat. They're full of confidence. Attacking. I'm just watching them. When it comes to the attack, maybe it's too easy that they've got the opportunity to cross the ball in to run at this Scotland midfield and defense. and it's not a given that they actually score. The end product is not. It's almost not a hit and hope, but they don't seem as full as confident. There's another shot comes in, saved by the keeper there. They don't seem as confident in terms of definitely scoring, but they're creating enough chances, and they're finding themselves in the business end of the field, outside of their own half, and creating problems and creating puzzles for the opponents. They're going to go deep into this tournament. It'll take a good team to beat them. I'm going to give you some feedback on England very shortly. I think you may be underestimating England to a certain degree.
Okay, you're quite confident in this England team.
Let me be quite clear. Attacking wise, I'm giving you Jude Bellingham. I'm giving you Phil Foden. I think Phil Foden has his part to play. He's not blossomed and shone. He's not shone, maybe like a Bailey. He's not shone on the international stage for his country as he does for Manchester City. No doubt about that. And people are still over here in England wondering why. But when you've got Declan Rice, fantastic midfield operator, big engine. When you've got the likes of Bukayo Saka, when you've got Bellingham, you've got Harry Kane who knows where the goal is. Cole Palmer, my lord, you're talking about coming off the bench. If you need something to happen, that guy's got the ability. Damari Gray, if we think we rate Damari Gray, a Cole Palmer, he can offer an attacking threat and goal threat. A wonderful young talent. Too good, apparently. Well, not good enough. Not good enough for Man City, and yet he went to Chelsea.
Good enough for
easily
Chelsea.
their best player.
Yeah. What is this? JB. What is this? Something gaming. I cannot ever pronounce a Persian name.
What was that?
J Bashko Gaming. Something like that says Sané lose him spark. Sané, Man City, him run past that and go score. Him now go on good at all. No, I just think the international game is a little bit more difficult. That's the same thing we're talking about with a Phil Foden right now. Gaming. It's not the same. You're not on a glorified all-star team. You're on a team made up of players in an entire country's there on merit, and that may take time to gel.
Yes.
The commentator said in this game, I keep repeating this. He's saying when players are on international break, you cannot overload them with tactical information.
Right. 85 minutes on the clock, by the way. Germany 4, Scotland 0. 85 minutes played, approaching 86 minutes. Leroy Sané, an outrageous talent. But sometimes you can be blessed with talent. You've got to put in the hard work, and you've got to have that footballing IQ and composure to flourish. He went to Bayern Munich, didn't quite produce what people expected, and that's not a crime, but he's good enough still to make the German team, and what a team that is. By the way, we've had a substitution a few minutes ago when Tony Kroos came off, and on came Emre Can, C-A-N, Can or Can, formerly of Liverpool. This German team has got strength in depth.
Loaded.
They're ready.
Yeah, but this also
Scotland looking for a bonus of consolation, and would you believe it? How'd you like that?
Scotland.
Talking of that goal for Scotland, there's that consolation, the ball into the box by Robinson, and it came off a defender. And I tell you what, Antonio Rudiger, who we've been waxing lyrical about, he might have got that final touch. Would it be considered an own goal? I'm not sure. Scott McKenna, it was a cross from the left-hand side, free kick, no offside there, and it's a header, and I'd say that's an own goal. McKenna just flicked it back into the penalty area, and it came like a bullet off Antonio Rudiger's head and flew past the surprised goalkeeper. My lord, the ball bounced awkwardly, flicked back in, and literally a yard or two away from Rudiger. He just literally hit his head. He could not do much about that, and Neuer could not do much about that. The Scots have a well-deserved and well-earned consolation. Can they make it too? Who knows? But right now it's Germany 4, Scotland 1. Wait a minute. There's a goal check. Would you believe it? VAR. I'm not sure what they're looking for. A possibility of infringement, JT,
Yeah.
in the build-up. It's been given. VAR, I tell you, sometimes they can stifle things, you know. Goal check over. 4 goals to 1. Fair dues. Give the Scots a break.
Yeah, and when you look at a team like Scotland here, as I said, a consolation goal for Scotland here would really give them some confidence going into their next match, not just getting smacked up by the Germans. Some would say that the Scots, they dug deep, but it came a bit too late. Expected a little bit more pushback based on the quality of their players. If I look at club value and player value on an individual level, I expected Scotland to give a better performance tonight. I would say a 2-0 or a 2-1. But this German team has showed us that maybe we're just estimating Germany or underestimating them. They're way better than what we thought they were going into this tournament.
When you look on paper at the team, of the German team, they do have players of quality. What the issue was probably the style of play and the cutting edge of the Germans. I think under Nagelsmann, a young, ambitious, quality manager, I think they've got a guy who's hungry to actually make a name for himself. And the players they've got available, you can't sleep on them. They've got quality. Gundogan, Sane, Tony Cruz, not retiring and choosing to take part in this tournament. He's a perennial winner. He's experienced some down times with the German team. I think he wants to go out on a relative high and leave it on the pitch for the Germans. And this team here, quality, full of quality, and some young new stars. The Hulk Fulkrugs, the Wirtz, who's having a fantastic season.
Yes.
Yeah, don't sleep on them. England, Jude Bellingham. What say you?
England, Jude Bellingham, he has showed me what I needed to see from the player. It was that matchup. Was it against Barcelona this season? Which game was that? Where I think they were down 1 or 2 early on in the season. Jude Bellingham came back and scored 2 in that game.
Mm-hmm.
What was that game called between Barcelona and is it El Clasico?
El Clasico.
It was in the
El
El Clasico
Clasico
that I really saw that Jude Bellingham is real class. I still don't think he's a flashy player. He's a player that gets it done off the boards.
Right.
It's just he's not your Phil Foden on the eye, but he gives you the performance that a Phil Foden doesn't give you.
Exactly. That's why he's going to get the starting berth. He'll get the starting berth over a Phil Foden. Foden might have to be an off-the-bench player in this tournament. And Bellingham, as you said, gets the job done. Yeah. He's effective in the build-up, and he finds himself. He's got the knack of finding himself in the positions to score, and he's done that time and time again for Real Madrid, no less a team than that. And England, I just hope that I think Southgate recognizes his ability, and I hope that someone like Bellingham can actually be allowed to enjoy his game, and I think he'll be crucial. He's a winner, and if he can help his fellow England colleagues with that determination, drive, and confidence to say, hey, we're on this stage, we play for good clubs, but as England, we're here and we can do it. We've not lifted a title since 1966 in England, but we can make history. We're good enough. I think belief is going to be key for England. In addition to having a quality defense, I think belief is going to be absolutely crucial. Phil Foden seems to be lacking a little bit. He might be sparked into action with the help of a Jude Bellingham. Bukayo Saka, what a talented player. But they may go for the ankles. I hear what you're saying. I hope they don't, because he's a wonderful player and I'm an Arsenal fan.
I think most tackled player or injured player, our most tackled player this season in the Premier League.
Yeah, man. I mean, he is a specimen as Germany probing, and it's Emre Can. Goal! My lord, this German team, hey, them not ramp as them saying at Jamaica, them not ramp with the thing. 5-1 as the clock ticks over to 93 minutes. The whistle will probably go if they had time for the kickoff. The Scottish players look disconsolate. Oh my lord, they look inconsolable. Wow, a return to the big stage and they get greeted with a 5-1. Take that. My lord, and a well-struck goal. Seeing the build-up now in the replay. The ball went into the penalty area, popped out. Emre Can in the heart of the D, just outside the penalty area. And a right-footed finish into the corner, right-hand corner. Looked up, sees it, places it, side foot. Oh, it's quality. The goalkeeper gets fingers to it. He bends it around the defender, whisper style, prime whisper style. And my lord, that's all she wrote. That's the final whistle, ladies and gentlemen. Sports Prophecy, JD and Richpo Sports is reason boss in the building. 5-1. What an opening for Germany. They couldn't have asked for anything more. JT, come in.
73% ball possession in the Euros. Germany versus Scotland. 10 shots on target, 5 goals. 50%. That tells me they're scoring 50% of their chances. That's dangerous. So out of every 2 chances, they're scoring 1. That's a message for all the other teams in this Euro tournament. 73% ball possession to a 27. 10 shots on goal, 10 shots on target. All shots on goal on target. Only 1 shot off target. So Germany just put on a amazing display, kind of reminding us about what the Germans bring to the game of football. Just to let us know that you're in Germany. You're in Deutschland, as they would say. And Scotland has just picked up a fat coke up on them head. You ever get a coke yet? You ever buck up your head at Jamaica, lick up our head on a wall?
Oh, God.
Scotland just pick up a nice cocoa. This German team didn't spare any bullets out there tonight. They just unloaded on the Scottish team. But I think Scotland would take a lot away from this game. They realize that they're actually in a tournament now. This is no longer a game, a joke thing. You're in an actual tournament. Chelsea says this was, oh God, we're not going to say that. Germany and Spain always lock position. Yeah, man, but I still expected a better performance from the Scottish team, Sir Richard.
I'm curious. Full respect, JT. I'm curious as to what exactly you expected from the Scots. The statistics going into the tournament. Interesting. A guy called Football Fanden, big up Football Fanden, another YouTuber.
Yeah, he's on right now. That guy streams every game.
Yeah, he's got a passion for football, and we link up, and he's got a passion for football. If you come across that brother Football Fanden, say you're gonna keep it clean, and if you want to talk football, he's there. Any level, any league, he's got a passion for the ball game. But what he said, he found a statistic that said that the Scots in this tournament are actually the team that's got the fewest shots on goal out of all the finalists. They've got the fewest shots on goal, but their efficiency rate is amongst the highest, if not the highest. So when they actually shoot, accuracy-wise, they're the most accurate. If they shoot 10 times, similar to what you just said about Germany, you'll find that when they get the opportunity, they shoot and they're accurate. If it's on target, I'm not sure if it's on target or actually in terms of goals scored, but their efficiency when they get chances to create goal scoring opportunities is pretty high. But right here, right now, you saw the possession stats. I mean, that was that was along the lines of Jamaica against the likes of America or some of the big teams. 73% possession in a European. Listen, that's outrageous. And I think the Germans, looking at their faces, I didn't see a lot of beaming faces as though they think they're the bee's knees. They know that they're in a tournament and there's going to be tougher games, even in this group, this very group. that lie
I
ahead
think I
for
think
them.
this German defense is gonna be tested. As I said, Rudiger, good player, but he has his flaws, and we saw even that goal from Scotland there. He had something to do with that. He breaks down a little bit, just like our player Dishard Bernard, just locks focus for a few seconds in a game. Rudiger is that kind of guy. And when he goes up against teams where he has to play a perfect 90, I think there's going to be a few issues there. Teams that can really hurt you has players on the wings coming in, cutting in, and trying to turn a player like Rudiger. I think he's going to have problems. But for now, I think Germany looks like they have the juice. They have the juice, at least this German team, to get it to a quarterfinals for me right now. But I want to see them against a tougher opponent. I think the Scots came in and laid down. There was a report, Sir Richard, where the Scots they went into a bar in Germany and they drank all the beers in that pub, and basically they start drinking everything on the else on the shelf. So maybe the Scots went out there a bit drunk. I heard these men were drinking everything on the shelf. They might drink all the change them were left over. It's 100,000 Scottish fans in Germany as we speak. So they had their audience, they had their fans, but they're at home to the players from Germany, and we know how the Germans take their football very seriously. And you also have to look at the leagues as well. Scottish leagues, the national team plays a bit soft, kind of like the Scottish league, a bit soft. The German league showed you some Bundesliga style football today, gritty, like a Champions League type Bundesliga team today. This German team, to me, they look like they have what it takes to put on some good performances. But I won't jump the gun too early, as these tournaments will have surprises, and there's going to be that team. We don't know if the team that I'm watching, Sir Richard, is Austria. Ralph Rangnick, the man who came in to change things at Manchester United, it didn't take place, but he's there in Austria and he's been slowly turning that program around. And if I'm going to bet on a team to upset someone or upset one of the big dogs in this tournament, my bet would be on Austria. They're playing a complete style of football, very high press, maybe not a lot of players that you know, but watch out for Austria in this tournament. They might just be that team that creates a headache for other good teams in this tournament.
Interesting. I was just going to find out which group Austria is paired with. When I did my wall charts for the European Championships, I must say I had Austria not coming out of the world, certainly not in the top two. I was toying with the idea that they could come out second place, but I had them around third out of four in their group. They're just reviewing the Scottish game here on ITV, and there were levels to this game. Scotland were found out this evening. I mean, their midfield, they don't have the players on the same level as Germany, as you said. You know, you've got Scottish players playing in the Premier League up there in Scotland, and the caliber of players and clubs is not in the same level as the Bundesliga. The best Scottish players, the Tierneys, the John McGinns, the Andy Robinsons for Liverpool, Ryan Christie, I believe he plays for Bournemouth. Good players, don't get it wrong, but this is the big stage, the biggest of big stage outside of the World Cup, and you're snoozing your losers. They show the highlights of the goals. A wonderful first strike there from Wirtz after 10 minutes. Nobody there to actually stop him. He had the free rein there to hit the strike, but he had the quality and composure to actually finish it. The second goal, Kai Havertz gets the ball inside the penalty area, stops, drags it back, gives it to Musiala, and a right-footed finish, quick, dazzling feet by Musiala. That's one of his trademark moves, and the way he finished that inside the penalty area gave the defender and the goalkeeper no chance. Look at that. My goodness gracious me. Clean. That's a great start to the competition. It's going to be mixed emotions in England. There's a good rivalry, but a friendly rivalry between the English and the Scots. So there'll be a lot of celebrations and plenty of drinking from the English contingent. And the Scots, they'll probably be drowning their sorrows with more drink. Oh God.
Okay. All right. So, Sir Richie, we will be back. We won't spend too much time on because we don't want to drain ourselves. It's a long tournament, lots of football up
Yes.
ahead. We look for the best game. We will only try to do one game, the best game that we can do, and we keep it short and precise. So, Rich Boss Sport, big up yourself. Everybody in the comment section, big up yourself on